Hi guys, it is Mr. Fed. Welcome back to the channel. I am back in the man cave with a video on beer and vinyl pickups. Are there any two words in the Oxford English Dictionary that go together better than beer and vinyl? On this channel, we like both. You may remember or not remember, I posted a video a few weeks ago saying that I had found Iron Maiden beer in B&M. It's to celebrate their 50th anniversary. Iron Maiden have supported a release of a beer called Trooper. It was 4.7% and it came in this amazing decorative tin. And you also got a pint glass as well. And you got that entire package for £10, which I thought was absolutely amazing. They did have an AC/DC one as well, and I have made it my mission to collect all of these now. I mean, as I said in my previous video, I would quite happily pay £10 just for the tin alone. The fact that you get a bottle of beer and a pint glass in it as well is just, you know, it's extra bonus content for me, really. So I went back to B&M to pick up that AC/DC one, but they didn't have AC/DC, did they? So they've run out, they've sold out. But what they did have, this was new, they had Judas Priest instead. So I was like, well, I mean, I prefer Judas Priest over AC/DC, so I was quite happy. I was like, well, I'll definitely pick up the Judas Priest one then. You know, I'll keep my eyes out for the AC/DC one. But we have Judas Priest beer in the very same sort of similar decorative tin that the Iron Maiden one came in. Same premise. You get a bottle of ale and you get a free pint glass. Well, I say free, a pint glass. I mean, it might as well be free because the whole cost of this was £8. And as I said previously, I would quite happily pay £8 just for the tin. I mean, it's a good quality, sturdy tin with an excellent, like, lid clip on there, which I really am impressed with. So I think we're going to open up this beer, we're going to try it, and then we've got some vinyl to showcase in a bit. I picked this up from HMV, Megadeth's new record. It came out on the 23rd of January, so we're going to have a quick look at this in more detail and open up this gatefold sleeve. It does come with some really snazzy artwork inside regarding old Vic Rattlehead there, the Megadeth mascot. So, without further ado, that's enough talking now. Let's crack open this Judas Priest beer and see what we have. Now, this Judas Priest beer is alcohol-free. Now, I know what you're thinking, Mr. Fed, why is the Judas Priest beer alcohol-free? Well, I imagine that's because of Rob Halford. Rob Halford is the frontman to Judas Priest, and he has been sober, drink and drug free for 40 years. Rob Halford is now 75 years old, if you can believe that. So he quit drinking at 35, and I think it would probably be a bit amiss of him to promote anything that has alcohol in it. So the Iron Maiden beer was 4.7. The Judas Priest beer is alcohol free, which ties in really with our dry January, doesn't it? Or, well, it's now turned into a bit of a damp January because I was quite ill earlier on. So anyway, as before, we got a really snazzy Judas Priest glass. I don't know if you can see that there. There's a decorative pattern on the front that says Judas Priest. I mean, I think I actually prefer that. The minimalist design aspect of the Judas Priest glass over the Iron Maiden glass. I don't know. What do you guys think? Judas Priest or Iron Maiden? I really like that as a pint glass. We have a look inside. Let's have a look. Can I get this out, or do I need to cut and go to commercial like I did last time? No, it seems to be coming out a little bit easier than it did with Iron Maiden. And this is our Judas Priest beer. Has a fantastic logo on it. Let's have a look what it says on the back. Formed in the West Midlands, England in 1969. Judas Priest have been going since 1969. Judas Priest have sold over 50 million album copies worldwide and are frequently ranked as one of the greatest metal bands of all time. Having been inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2022, this limited edition alcohol-free IPA pays tribute to the band and their music. Well, that all sounds very good, doesn't it? So I think we need to crack this open and pour it into our Judas Priest glass. One thing I did forget though was a bottle opener, so I'm just going to cut the video and go get a bottle opener. And after a swift delay in proceedings, I am back with a bottle opener, so let's crack this bad boy open. Let's have a look, see what it's all about. Now I'm going to try not to be too biased because, as I said before, I'm not a massive IPA drinker. I'm definitely a lager drinker. However, that Iron Maiden Trooper was absolutely fantastic. So, you know, at 4.7%, that was probably one of the best IPAs I've ever had. So here we go. It's a nice pale looking IPA, which is good. Probably more into my pale IPAs than I am the kind of the dark stouty ones. So without further ado, let's have a go on the old Judas Priest. Woo! Colour me impressed. I've gone out and said I am not an IPA drinker, but colour me impressed. That is really good. It's fizzy. It's got bubbles in it, and I always need my beers to be carbonated. I cannot stand flat beer, so it's got a nice little bit of fizz to it, and it tastes almost apple toffee like. There's a little bit of twinge of kind of apple and a bit of sweetness of like toffee. It's like a sweet apple toffee beer is what I'm getting from it. I mean, I don't even know if those are actually ingredients in it, but that's certainly what I'm getting. Let's have a look. Is there any list of ingredients that I can find here? No, it's all written in a foreign language and I can't understand it, the ingredient list, so I don't know where they've imported this from, but let's have another go. Oh, yummy! Yummy, 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 yummy! I need to finish this off. Like I said, I don't know the ingredients. I'm just going this. I mean, you guys might be sort of drinking this and you think, you know, not getting no apples, not getting any toffee from it. But I mean, that's what I'm getting personally. I mean, I'm gonna have to do some research on the internet and find out what's actually in this because it's really, really delicious. For an alcohol-free beer, I was really, you know, my expectations were not high, but I'm extremely impressed. So the Judas Priest one, because it's alcohol-free, that was only £8. £8 for that. I think that is cheap as chips. So yeah, colour me impressed. They are in B&M, and I will be making a concerted effort to collect all of them, because not only you know, are the beers really tasty, but they just make such decorative quality items for any sort of man cave or games room that you might have. So moving on to the vinyl then. I went to HMV and I picked this up on the day of release, the 23rd of January. It is Megadeth's self-titled album. It is their last release before Dave Mustaine retires. Apparently he's got arthritis in his hands and he's struggling to play the guitar now. The review scores for this album have come in. They're sort of hovering between 5, 6 and 7. Call me biased, Megadeth are my favourite band out of the big four. I know what you're thinking, Mr. Fed, what do you mean by the big four? Well, it's Megadeth, Slayer, Anthrax and Metallica. Megadeth are my favourite out of those four. You know, the quality is all there. If you look on the sleeve, the album sleeve, you've got all the lyrics in case you want to sing along to, you know, Let There Be Shred. Certainly side B on this record is a fantastic run of music. Let There Be Shred, Puppet Parade and Another Bad Day. I mean, that is just, you know, fantastic, top quality Megadeth in my opinion. I'd put the album at 7.5. You know, I really enjoy it. Call me biased, call me a bit of a Megadeth fan. I would put it at about 7.5. It also comes with this really cool artwork of Vic Rattlehead, the Megadeth mascot. So this, I'll need to keep this in sort of pristine condition because when I pass from this mortal earth, you know, the person who picks up this vinyl next, they're going to want to make sure that all the artwork and all the gubbings that come with it are intact, because, you know, that's, you know, it's not the actual record that holds the value of these you know, pieces of vinyl, is it? It's like the inlays and the stickers that you sometimes get with them that you know, if they're intact, then the price of the vinyl just increased tenfold, doesn't it? So I mean, I'm really, really enjoying this record. I've probably given it about 3 or 4 playthroughs so far. So that's the end of the video, guys. Just as a bonus, I'll quickly show you for my Nintendo Switch 2. I picked up a Switch 2 carry case. There we go. My wife said, why did I have to pick up a child's carry case? Well, you know, they had a choice out of Super Mario or, you know, a kind of a blank grey black one. Yeah, no contest, is it? I've got to be faithful to Mario, so Super Mario's going to win out all day. So I picked that up from Swiss Toys, pending my trip to the States next week. So that's the end of the video, guys. Judas Priest Beer, that's top marks from me. As I said, you get these from B&M, and the Megadeth record, 7.5 out of 10 for me. Absolutely really enjoy listening to it, and it comes with a great piece of artwork. So I will see you in the next one, guys.